What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, y'all know I had to come back. I was so mad my audio was messing up earlier, even though I did fairly well to say that, to say that my audio was messing up. I try to get through it as much as I can, but I had so much to say that I didn't get to say because we done stayed on Martell for so long. But now I'm driving. I'm doing the transport. My air banging because now my car fixed. Y'all know it's hot as I don't know what down here. It's at least 100 degrees here, and for that reason, I'm just hot. Like my air got fixed, and I didn't know it was gonna be fixed today, but it did. I didn't even know it was gonna be fixed this soon. So I was like, let me finish chatting. I'm doing the transport right now, so y'all might hear a little loud yelling, but it's okay. Ain't nobody getting hurt over here. You might hear a little bit snoring. It's okay. Ain't nobody getting hurt over here. I am doing the transport, but I'm talking and I'm focusing on the road. So I might be able to see your comments and I may not. But I'm so glad whoever here say hello, 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 hello. We are here. Listen, somebody just jumped in my comments and pissed me off too. Let me tell y'all something. And nobody ever said that Martell don't need to be loved and God don't love him. See, y'all go too far. Ain't nobody ever say nothing like that. Yes, God does love him. He loves Melody. He loves Arionne. He loves the whole cast, okay? However, you cannot go around treating people all wrong and think that you're going to not be held accountable because he disciplines us in love, right? So nobody ever said that Martell is not love and Melody's love. Like, get the hell out my comments with that dumb stuff, okay? Because I done told y'all, if y'all hit the main road, I got to check it where it stands. But if you show up on the back road, you might get by. But how ironic it is that I ran into your comment. Did you think your comment was going to skip by? No. Don't comment on my page. It's simple. If you don't want to watch, do not watch. It's real simple. I mean, like, I don't understand why you think that it's appropriate to get on somebody's page and pop your junk. If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like who I'm talking about, you don't like the way I'm addressing it, hit the block button. It's simple. I'm not that desperate for subscriptions that I'm not going to say what I want to say and mean what I say. I'm a woman of my word, and I'm sure I have proven it. Y'all go too far, and y'all don't comprehend sometimes. Why are you sitting here talking about loving God and loving Melody and not Martell? Ain't nobody never say nothing like that. What the hell are y'all talking about? No, we wasn't even talking about the love of Christ. We just said you can't do dirt and expect good deeds to happen to you, and that's a fact. Look it up. I'm telling you what I know. So it's annoying as hell. You get on your phone and somebody write this big, long out paragraph talking about God loves all people, and get off my page. He loves me especially, okay? Because I'm sparing everybody, all right? So I just couldn't understand why people think that it's appropriate. If you don't like what you see, don't like what you hear, by all means, just exit left. It's no hard feelings. I'm sorry you ran into Char's page, okay? I'm sorry you ran into this page, but the object of the game is to give enough content that one day it may run into the person that we're talking about, and eventually they will get the message and understand that God is not to be played with. You notice at the end of all my stuff, I give a little exhortation so that you can take heed to the way you are doing things. The moment that a Martell or an Arionne do better, I'll shut the hell up and I ain't got nothing to talk about. But until I see them do better, I'm going to keep saying what I want to say and how I want to say it. Like, please, get the hell off my page with the bull, right? And that's in the purest way I know how to address that while I'm working, okay? Don't get on my page leaving these long messages about, what are you talking about? Do you even know what you're talking about? Have you even read into the content? Are you comprehending? Are you articulate? I mean, can you, you got me all messing up. Can you articulate what I'm saying? No, you can't. Because evidently you wouldn't have said, hey, sexy mama, speaking the truth. Yeah, I mean, this long message, sexy mama, talking about Jesus loves us all. And yes, I'm the listen, I'm a wife of a pastor. You understand it? I know Jesus like the back of my hand. Doesn't mean, we together, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's the reality. I know Christ. I've been saved all my life. I know him for who he is. Hi, Trina. I'm just checking them down for a minute, boo. Then we gonna jump on to it. I had to come back. Don't jump in my comments sending me these big paragraphs about how Christ loves us all. It's simple. If you don't like what you hear, get the hell off this page. What is the problem? What is the problem? And if you hit the main road and I see it, and when I get moderators and they see it, it's either them check you or I check you. Somebody got to let you know you done hit the wrong page. Sure, not having it. Don't get on my comments with the bull. I'm telling you, don't do it. I told you I like comments. I'll go back and forth with you all day until you get the hell on somewhere. But if you don't like what you hear, don't like who I'm talking about, go take it back to them. I don't give a damn where you take it at, but just go on with your business. Go ahead. It's annoying. It's very annoying. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I'm gonna talk about Martell with no compassion. He don't care about nobody but himself. I'm gonna talk about Arionne who likes to be having sex with people's husbands. I'm gonna talk about Arionne who keep running her mouth because she thinks it's cute. I'm gonna talk about Martell who thinks he's gonna get custody or unstable versus the stable parent. It ain't no favorites in this game. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And really, he shouldn't even have his ex wife up there. What are y'all talking about? Somebody tell me what you're talking about. So please listen. I can't make it more plainer for the ones in the back. If you don't like what you're hearing, go on about your business. Jesus will set you free. But I'm hoping that these people will get some deliverance by what you hear me say. Do better. When you know better, you do better. It's simple. And if you don't like it, then, I mean, if it's convicting you, then maybe you need to check your own lifestyle. That's simpler. You know what I'm saying? Check your own lifestyle. If it's hitting you somewhere in the gut and it ain't your problem, then you need to go check the way you live it. Get the hell on somewhere with that. But back to my content and what I was saying earlier, Mr. Martell needs to be ashamed of himself. In the theater shoes with no penny in it, nor have I saw the penny loafers. So I'm gonna go look for them so that I can get the fixed. And when I didn't think it was going to get fixed till tonight, so I'm still gonna come back tonight because I want to still do my content on them basketball wives because they crazy. But anyway. But in the meantime, I was going to chat to y'all just like I got a couple comments that I wasn't feeling. And I'm like, this ain't the pay. Please don't do that. That will not end well for nobody. If you don't like it, we all have the right to exit left. We don't have expecting to have. Somebody gotta explain that to me. No. I really want to know who's the idiot, him or us. I would say it's him to think that an unstable person will win over top of a stable person. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Trina, you was on the live earlier? I think I saw your name pop up. Yeah, I just jumped on really quickly because I was like, I ain't going to be here long. Arionne was popping trash in her story earlier, talking about everything she says. Somebody goes and turn it around to what they want it to be, and she just can't have a normal life. Nope, your normal life stopped when you decide to sleep with somebody's husband that was on national TV. That's when your normal life stopped. So if you wanted a normal life, maybe you shouldn't have effed somebody's husband that was on national TV. Then we probably would never found out. Hell, we probably wouldn't even know who you were. But because you decided to open your legs up to somebody that was on national TV, we do know who you are, and we're going to always read into it. You said you wanted to smash the homies. You wanted the new homie to lead the line, and you was interested. Then you said, you're going to continue to be fine and grow. I have not seen the growth yet, but I digress. I don't think so. Laugh out loud. I missed it. Yeah, me too, Trina. Oh, okay. You wasn't on her earlier? Okay. There were so many people in here earlier. I be trying to look for the names that I'm familiar with. Not no shade to the new people, but I be looking for the names that I'm familiar with, so I can shout my boos out. You know what I mean? Sexy mama looking for, y'all know I'm driving, so I'm like, okay, she be looking for attention. Yeah, she be looking for attention. She act like she don't want the attention that she's asking for. We clearly see that you do when you jump on the line and debate back and forth with somebody else's wife talking about something. If y'all don't like it, then y'all shouldn't be so old. What are you talking about? Age ain't nothing. It's the problem that they have. That's why they keep continuing to sleep with you, because they have an addiction deeper than you. You were not the choice. You're just the choice that fit the circumstance, the choice that fits the addiction. What are you talking about, little girl? See, she's some little girl that you got a little girl her. You know what I mean? You got to tell her, come on, baby, let's put that toy down. We'll play with that later. We'll buy it when we got enough money. You got a little girl her. This girl is an airhead. You understand me? She is an airhead. Ain't no other way to put that, and that's in Jesus' name. What are you talking about? She loves the attention. She loves it. And the more that you give it to her, the more she's going to feed off of it. She look like somebody that just searched YouTube all day to see if her name going to pop up. Her and her friend that decided to jump on my comments talking about something. Who makes fun of people that gets beat up. And girl, what are you talking about? I didn't even know you was a friend, but since you're here, why not? We could do this. And your friend needs to stop sleeping with people's husbands because people don't play about their husband. Now, what else are you saying? Exactly. What else are you saying? Example. Because people like that, I don't even want in my circle. I don't even want you to be my friend. So you can't be my friend if you sleeping with people's husbands. Because when they come beat you up, I don't want to be there to witness it. You understand it? So if you're a nasty friend, you can't be my friend. And that's the kind of friend you need to be rather than jumping around here and everybody comments trying to defend your friend that want to do all the homies. What are you saying exactly? You're not saying you know what I mean? You're saying a bunch of exactly. Come on with it. I ain't got time for that. I can't read your names, guys, because I'm driving, but I can read it exactly because the names is a little bit, it's bigger, but it's bold, which squishes them all together. So I'm going to try to read them as much as I can. Yeah, she tripping. Like, girl, don't get in my comments talking that bogus stuff. Tell your friend to not go live, show her where she at when she's dating people's husband or messing with people's husband or inboxing somebody's husband. Girl, it ain't hard to find you if y'all in the same city. What's up for real? It ain't hard to find you. So whether it was a bait or not or fake or not, it's still something that you are doing. Did you really want clout off of that? No, you was going to get dragged more than what you're getting dragged now. That's the kind of attention you want, Slowy? Is that the kind of attention that you want? Because if I was that kind of person, that first situation would embarrass me so much that I wouldn't even have came back for that kind of attention. I would have been like, look, I'm changing over a new relief. You know, look, everybody go through stuff. Everybody do stuff that they're not proud of. I ain't going to say it's sleeping with somebody's husband, but we all do stuff that we aren't proud of. Or we all go through droughts that we aren't proud of. It's up to you to get your luggage, pack that thing up, and never return. You understand it? Because I'll tell you, I'm what? You better say what I'll tell you, I am the queen of packing my bags because I get my own. You understand it? So nobody can tell me to stay. And even two failed situations have made me stronger than I have ever been. So I don't want the sob story like she just young. Well, hell, we all young and we all been young at some point. But it's up to you to make a better decision. What are you saying exactly? What are you saying? So you on here defending your whole behind friend when you should be over there telling your friend to stop sticking her, letting people stick into her, you know where I can't get the word out of my mouth, and letting people stick their ding dong into her cuckoo, and then that way she can go ahead and digest. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you better get your butt off of here. You done took the main road. I done told you already. When you know better, you do better. Say it again for those dummies in the back to keep jumping on my dang old comment section. If you got something, listen, I don't know about nobody else. Y'all can tell me a problem. And I do not like what I see. I do it all the time. I do not recommend this content. I do not want to from this content again. That's what I do. Or I will block you where you never show the hell up on my page again because I'm not interested. Why is that so hard for y'all to do? Don't get up here giving me your whole sermon. Get the hell out of here. You got time. So do I. So do I. Because as you can see, my job is pretty flexible. I move when I want and how I want. Right? So I got time. Clients in the car and all. I got time. I'm telling you, I got time. So please, by all means, if you don't want to wake up, Shar, for real, just stay respectful. I try to keep it respectful with you, but when y'all keep jumping in my comment section with all that bogusness, that stuff make you mad. Stay low. For real, stay low. That's annoying. Exactly. And I'm just like, yo, I just had to address that. Y'all done wasted like 20 minutes of my time. Get the hell on somewhere. I don't understand. She don't have no real friends. If so, they'll tell her, yeah, I ain't got no problem with telling my friend you moving dumb as hell and somebody gonna beat you the hell up and you gonna keep playing with somebody's husband and they gonna drag you out of where you at. What's up? That's what you gonna do. Real friends tell your friends, nah, they ain't a good look. Listen, I told y'all before, all my friends are older for a reason. I don't do little girls, right? I have people my age. Very hard time. Because they don't listen and they just dumb and they always trying to make something out of nothing. So all my friends, except for my best friend, are older than me. We don't have them kind of problems. Because I got a problem, I'm going to go to my best friend and say, sis, you moving crooked and I don't like it. Fix it. You feel what I'm saying? Don't discuss your husband in front of all these bros that's wishing the worst on you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to give you heads up. The way you moved last night wasn't cool. I'm going to stay low for a little bit because I see you moving iffy. That's what real friends do. You don't watch your friend drown. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I'm not watching my friend drown. No real friends. You in here, everybody comments defending her. And what you really should be doing is going over there to the hospital if she really was in the hospital or not. Going over there to the hospital telling her, do you see why you got here? Do you see why you're here? Do you see why they keep coming for you? Do you see that you're the problem? Do you see it's not everybody else that's the problem? It's you, friends. That's what real friends do. But y'all ain't going to go tell that hussy that, right? Y'all going to keep making excuses for the things that she keep doing. Keep talking about someone. Everybody deserves to be loved. Ain't nobody said she wasn't deserved to be loved. What are y'all talking? What? Yo, get on somewhere. Please get on somewhere. Of course, Christ loves us all. That's basic knowledge. That's 1 + 1 = 2. What are you talking about? Yeah, for sure. I'm not listening. It's what you going to do. I'll never be friends with somebody that we ain't on the same level. I'm not helping you grow because I see my kids are all older now. I'm not helping nobody. I'm not babying nobody. But when my friends start acting like they want to be baby and they need a pacifier in their mouth or they need a bottle in their mouth, guess what? Shar, as a friend, going to say, I don't do babies. I don't do babies. So either you're going to wrap this thing up, get it together, and do better, or we're going to have to depart. Because when I start feeling like I got to hand feed somebody, we got a problem. We got a problem. And I'm not going to sit here and allow you to think that what you're doing, if it was Martell or not, I would still say she is sneezy. She a hoe. You know what I mean? She don't care who she banging. She don't care about the example that she set for her children. I would still say the same thing. Whether it was Arionne, whether it was Melody on the other hand, I would tell Melody the same thing. Melody talked about her, what she say, receiving the head or whatever, she talked about it. It's no different than Martell cheating. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is, you know what I mean? She said they wasn't together. He said they was. I don't know if they was or they wasn't. Either way, it was wrong. If you want to just keep it real on 110, it was wrong. If y'all together, you shouldn't be sleeping around or getting, head from nobody but your husband. And that's fine. And if you feel like he out here doing what he's doing for you, like to you, and you feel like he deserves his lesson, walk away. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to pay for the choices that you make. It's easier to walk away from somebody than to give them the same thing that they're giving you. Because when you put your hurt upon somebody else, that's another kind of burn. Now you got to pay for your wrong plus their wrong. Why? Because 2 wrongs don't make a right. Come on, we can all be rational. We can all be rational. I sit you down and give you a class. I'll tell you how to do it. But what you ain't going to do is keep jumping your butts in here defending somebody that don't. That's point blank period. I just rest my case with her. Now I'm gonna move on because I feel like I spend too much time on Miss Arionne. I'll come back to her tonight unless she do something stupid. I haven't been on my Instagram, so I don't know if she posted something or she didn't post something. I really don't know because I haven't been on there at all. But what I do know is y'all should tell y'all friend, even if y'all virtual friends with her, y'all should tell her, yo sis, this ain't it. Hey sis, wake up, this ain't it. This ain't even cool. This ain't even legit. You looking crazy out here on the streets. But I bet you won't go over there in her comments and say no stuff like that. But you over here talking about Jesus loved me, he loves me not. What the hell are you talking about? I've been saved since I was 8. I know the Bible backwards and frontwards. I know how Jesus required us to live. That's why I live it while giving my commentary. What part don't you understand? What part don't you understand? Jesus created the cuckoo and the poo-poo, okay? And the ding-dong. He created them. He molded them. He shaped them, okay? He made them into something that's a beautiful thing, unfortunately, okay? Sometimes it can really get us all in trouble. But with that being said, He created them. He gave you an opportunity to do right and wrong with those things, okay? But you may not want to do right because of the feelings that come along with it. You like the feeling that come along with it. So you choosing not to do nothing productive with your penis or your cuckoo. What are you saying exactly? Don't get on here talking about something. Y'all need to check yourself. Who the hell gonna check you? Because ain't nobody gonna check Shar. And I can take that to the bank and cash it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Nothing. Nada. Nita. Okay? Nothing. Now I came on here. I was trying to give a pure response, and then you done got in my comments, and you better. I wasn't even gonna address it because I just blocked the hole and kept it moving. But since you came, and I got my car back in time, and I have time, I'm going to continue to address it. Don't jump the hell in my comments no more with the boo, okay? Because I don't want to waste 30 minutes on one person that I don't even know. Hi, Chad. How are y'all? It's so nice to see you guys again. Listen, I'm going to be on here like Mystical, right? You know how they were saying Mystical was having all those mood swings? He was going from real aggressive to like very apologetic. That's how I just flipped just now. Like, oh, all right, I'm gonna get my point across, and I'm gonna go back to my little sweet self. All right, I'm done. I'm not gonna say any more about it. Just don't come this way like that again. Please don't. I love you all. Really, I really, really do. And I know it ain't had nothing to do with chat. My chat is very respectful, but when you start getting yourself in them comments and you start getting wrapped up, like I'm going to read your 5-paragraph page letter, I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm going to skim through and see what you're trying to say exactly, and if it's worth addressing, I will. But if it's not, I digress. I don't even feel like I need to mention you at all. But, like, move along, right? Move along, because I'm not doing it. I don't know if you guys are, okay, the comments starting. But, yeah, like, no, we're not doing that. Martell is wrong as hell, and he knows it's not cool. And I say that till I'm blue in the face. He don't get no excuses for what he's doing. I'm not giving him no excuses for what he's doing. He's doing a whole lot of bogus stuff to people. He's doing a whole lot of bogus stuff to his ex-wife, whether they together or not, whether they was good at some point or not. He's doing a whole lot of stuff that's not cool. And his kids is going to have to look up. Did y'all see Tank on Melody's story? And he was like, I want to make sure everybody got my mom products. That was so cute. And, like, for me personally, I will look at like that and the love that my son has for his mother and be like, I'm going to back off. I'm going to really back off because my kids, like she's doing to Martell. She's not giving him the business the way she knows that she can because she knows the relationship and the love that her children have for him. But unfortunately, you can't be civil with that nigga. You're going to have to chop him down where it's at, and you're going to have to give him all that he's deserving of and repent afterwards because unfortunately, he needs it. Somebody's going to have to tell him. If you want me to tell him, I'll tell him for you. But at the end of the day, the way he's moving is not cool. It's not cool at all. I think my comments are stuck, guys, because they're not moving. But maybe they'll move because I'm driving, so it might have been like the connection or something went out or whatever. But I ain't really gonna be on here long, y'all, because I just came back to let them know. Please don't do that. That's not cool. That's not okay. Martell is a whole joke. He's a whole dog. You know what I mean? With the same trick. You know what I mean? He's gonna keep smashing whoever he can get his hand on, whoever fit the profile. And Arionne is a whole bird. And unfortunately, until her mom tell her to do better by yourself, daughter. Accept better. Expect better. Until her mother tell her something like that, she's going to continue to be the bird that she is. And that's real talk, and that's not talking about somebody. You're encouraging a bird. You're encouraging her to be a bird when you tell her to stay in the element that she is in. Don't do that. Tell her you wrong as hell, you're doing wrong, and you're just giving birdish behavior. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be running around here talking about. And then the thing that I go back to with Arionne, that's why I don't give her no mercy. You feel me, Joe? That's why I don't give her no mercy. The thing I go back with when she had her tongue out her mouth and she was hanging off Martell back, she swore in that moment that she won for sure, right? And my first husband, this is why I tackle what I want to tackle, and ain't nobody else gonna be able to push me off of that, right? My first husband, he was a cheating king. You understand me? And I remember us in the store shopping, right? And we were shopping, and the guy was like, no, we were shopping, and the girl, I guess the girlfriend or whatever she was to him at that time, she called his phone. We shopping for Christmas gifts, and my ex-husband was really, really good with, like, making sure my kids had everything. That's the credit that I give him, right? Even though he couldn't keep his penis in his pants, right? But anyway, so he goes and the phone rang, and I didn't know, who it was or nothing like that. But apparently, it was the girl that he was messing with, right? So she goes on to say, basically bring her the money for her kids to get her Christmas stuff. Now my kids are the only kids at this time, right? So I'm like, well, who's that? First of all, second of all, why do you think that? Well, why is she calling you to bring her kids Christmas stuff? And at this time, I know he a complete hoe, right? And I say to him now, listen, we had many altercations, so y'all see me share a whole lot of altercations. It might have been before I told you the last one, or after I told you the last one, because I stayed for a long time until I got tired, right? But moving on. So the girl was like, I want the Christmas stuff from, I want, the money for my kids' Christmas stuff. So I'm like, well, why she asking you? You ain't got nothing to do that. I'm giving a whole shebang, blah, blah, blah. I done forfeited the whole shopping thing. I want to get the hell up out of here because now you playing in my face, right? So I said to him, go over there. You know what I mean? Go give her stuff, but they come beat you up, whatever, whatever. Go over there because that's the promises that you're making, that you're going to be able to keep, that you're going to be able to take care of her kids' Christmas stuff when you got all these kids over here. Is you dumb or what, right? So not knowing that the girl lives directly around the corner from me. Okay, directly. I don't know that though. I'm just thinking it's a random another girl that he's smashing, right? So I say go over there. Now me, that's why I said Martell is similar. Me saying go over there, go do what you need to do and get the hell out of my face. Go take care of that. That's a sarcastic remark that we made. Like we ain't really telling you to go over there and be disrespectful, even though we know you out here cheating, right? So I said to him, go ahead, go be with her, blah 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 blah. So he takes it upon himself to really go over there. That's how I found out that the girl was what you call that? That the girl lived right like around the corner from me. That he she lived right around the corner with me. So when Arionne posts this picture and she happy like I won, that's exactly how this girl was walking with my husband. Like I won, he gonna buy my kids this, he gonna buy my kids that. Thank you. Has been too nice to Martell. It's time for her to show another side. Absolutely, absolutely. You see, you got to. And I try to be as pure as possible. You know what? I'm gonna add to that. Thank you for your liking of my channel. But let me say, because I get sidetracked in the comments real fast. But listen, so I learned that the girl lived right around the corner when I saw them walking together. Like they was like. She was like, I won B. This is her actions anyway, right? That's not what she said because ain't nobody stepping to me, right? But he's so scared that she's going to get her brother. He's really walking up and down the street with her like he ain't got a whole wife and kids in this house, right? He walking down the street like he thought somehow I was going to tell him to go buy some Christmas gifts for this girl and I'm your whole wife. Like, how does that happen? Like, legally married, right? So when Arionne showed that picture, like I finally won, even though I stole him from somebody, even though I was willing to sacrifice myself, that hit for me. You feel what I'm saying? Not because I give a dang on, because I don't. It's been 13 years, no thank you, 11 years, 12 years, something like that. And no thank you, I could never. You know what I mean? But I remember that place that I was at, and I just wanted to be wanted. I just wanted him to love me like I loved him. I worshiped the ground he walked on, right? So when I see any woman, whether it was Arionne or anybody, you know what I mean? This is a little bit off my topic, but I'm just giving y'all, the juice of it. So if I see Arionne or anybody settling for what they can do better of, that goes back to the stupid places that I used to be, right? Now you couldn't dare, not at all. I ain't let nobody play in my face. I've worked too hard to come where I come at. But anyway, with that being said, I remember the smile on this woman's face that said, I won now, and how humiliated I was, because not only was he cheating, everybody in the projects knew but me. When I say I go to work and I come home and be a mother, that is exactly what I do, even now, right? Even now, that is what I do. I'm not a party type, right? So people most of the time take advantage of that. Anybody that I date take advantage of that, that I'm never going to find out what's going on in the street because all I do is work and go home, right? But when I tell you about the favor of God, he's going to always protect his anointed. He's going to always expose the greedy. You understand that? And I mean that because when you're greedy, you're never full. That means you're going to keep doing the same thing because you don't think that you're going to get caught. But a greedy person will eventually explode. That means you will get caught. Okay? So, she is in a non-existent competition. Absolutely, because Melody ain't worrying about her at all. That's so weird. She's in it by herself, Trina. She's in a competition by herself, but she want to say we're the weird ones. No, ho, you're the weird one. That you're competing with the air. You're fighting the air. You're doing everything that doesn't even make sense, right? But so Arionne, I don't have to say everything bad about her, but looking at a young woman, and I've been through some stuff, and I told y'all that as my channel grow, I will share it. You know why? Because everything I say, I can stand on. You understand that? My goal is to line up women across my living room and say, you can do better. You can accept better. You can grow to be better. You understand it? And whatever your trauma is, you can grow past it. That is my goal, okay? Because I'll pray with you. I'll do whatever you want me to do with you. But I will not be disrespectful, nor will I stand for it at all, right? So I can say nice things about her. I believe who she is unsure of. I believe where she want to go, it's a false reality. She has no desire. Where she think that she is, it's a false truth. The hoe is dumb. You're not really the wife. You're not really an active mistress. He has a whole nother girl, even though he's not claiming her, but it's out there. He's rubbing all over somebody else. That should have been a gut punch for you or a reality check like, wait a minute, what kind of relationship am I really in? What am I really standing for? What am I really accepting? What kind of woman am I? What kind of example am I setting? But you know what? Your little girl, you don't see no correction, nor is there any type of room for correction because you don't do well with somebody trying to correct you. So I'm hoping that if it's true that your parents came down here, that they could tap you on your shoulder, lay you across their lap, and allow you to accept better. If you need to cry, hell, cry across your mama lap. Stop crying over these niggas. Stop crying over this, I can't do this, I can't do that. Married woman hating on me. Girl, ain't nobody hating on you. You don't even exist. We're trying to tell you to stop thinking it's everybody else, but it's you. It's you because you are accepting it. I do not have much sympathy for Big Ari because she's purposely called and told Melody disgusting things to run Mel off. She bullied Melody. She wanted Mel's life and didn't care what she did, what she did to get it. I don't have sympathy for her either. Not in that way. I don't. Let me tell you, I don't. Because like somebody just commented, when you know better, you do better. We are not the weird ones. You are. You understand? The weird one will be the one that takes no accountability. The weird one will be the one that thinks that she can run the same train she's been running, and you're not going to hit a brick wall. Eventually, you keep going around the same block, you're going to eventually hit a brick wall. And when you come back from that, I guarantee you won't be able to remember how disgusting you are. The only thing you remember is how you got put on your butt. The disgusting ways, I pray that God eliminates some things so that you can be able to be the best woman that you could be. And then I won't have such a problem. So my sympathy don't come for her because what she did. My sympathy comes from her, from us being a woman, right? To saying, sis, you out here looking crazy on these streets. Like, is there something psychologically wrong with you, allegedly, right? I had to ask myself that because you keep doing all this dumb stuff like it's okay and it's not. So don't tell us we weird. Excuse, for example. So don't sit here and keep telling me we're weird. No, you're weird. And your friend and the people that keep jumping in my comments defending you. Slow. That girl is just too disrespectful. She don't give a stuff about Martell kids, mental state, emotions. I don't know if I should cry or laugh because I know Martell feels regret. But what can he do now? Nothing but live it, and he's gonna have to deal with her for the rest of that baby's life. And he, unfortunately, She's going to put him through hell. This is just the beginning. He can't do nothing. But really, both of them is embarrassment to society. He's embarrassment as a man. He's embarrassment as a father. He's embarrassment as an individual. He's an embarrassment in general because what he's doing is suckerish, okay? He's giving me real suckerish vibes. There's nothing about him genuine. There's nothing about him that screams man. It's all really idiotic behavior. It's really childish behavior. It's really no repercussion behavior. Everything about that man is something like it's like a control tactic. I'm gonna do this so you can do this. I'm gonna do this if you don't do this. Stop playing these grade school games with me. If you don't give me my candy, I'm gonna tell the teacher. Get the hell on somewhere. Go tell the dang on teacher then and see what she say. Cause I bet I don't do what you tell me to do. It's simple. AC is a crying victim because Martell is starting to treat her the way he treated Melody. Did she think something differently? Hell, his mom found out that he was exactly what Melody said he was. I'm sure his mom wasn't expecting that, but maybe she was because a mother knows their child, okay? I don't care how much you say, well, I didn't know. Yes, you did. You knew what kind of nigga you raised. You knew what kind of nigga your son was, but you refused to accept it because all you knew is you ain't want that nigga laying across your couch. So you kept him there with her because you ain't want him to be your problem. You wanted him to stay Melody problem. So she dismissed that nigga with open arms. Now go lay on your mother's couch. How, okay? You or Arionne, pick what couch you're going to lay on each and every day. Get the hell on somewhere. Unless close off friend circle is a bunch of hoes, she will never be corrected. And once you find out it's in your genes, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it comes from somewhere. There's a disconnect somewhere. It definitely comes from somewhere. It's a disconnect from somewhere. Either her mom was a hoe, her auntie was a hoe, her dad didn't show her how to be loved. Something, there's a disconnect somewhere. It's in her genes. Somebody was a hoe. I don't know who it was, daddy, mommy, uncle, auntie, brother, sister, whoever, but there's definitely a disconnect somewhere. I can dig it. That's because how you, as a grown man, fall for a woman like AC so much to blow up your whole life. Because he didn't care, he thought with his penis, always a flex. He thought with his penis, see, that's the problem that most men make. They think with their penis and not their mind. So all their brains are like, they go in the garbage because a penis is a temporarily fix. The erection that you get is a temporarily fix. The nut that you release out, that is a temporarily fix. When it's over, you have to go back and deal with the reality. That's why he hooked up with her, because he thought with his penis. But when he woke the hell up, he said, what the hell did I get myself in? I was thinking so long with my penis that I done messed up and had a kid with this girl. What was you thinking? I ruined my whole entire family. I gave up my allowance. Now I done forfeited everything for a nut. Was it worth it? Hell no. I bet it wasn't. To this day, she is still disturbed by Melanie's presence. Yeah, she probably stalking her page. What's she doing now? What she got now? How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do that? She probably stalking her page. She pressed by somebody that ain't even thinking about her. Because I don't know about nobody else, but I'm not checking nobody's page and I ain't messing with the nigga no more. Not at all. My elders always said a mother knows their child. You better know it. Trina, say it again. Can I pin this comment? I'm going to start. I don't know how to pin it, but I'm going to start a comment, okay? Listen, a mother knows their child. And anytime a mother get on there is like, I didn't know that my child was doing this. Was he really? You're alive, and it's the truth ain't in you. You're lying. You know that he was a bum. You knew that he was a user. You knew that he was a nigga that cheated. You knew that he was a nigga that couldn't keep a job. You knew that he was a greedy nigga. You knew that he was a conniving nigga. You knew that he was a narcissistic nigga. You knew what kind of nigga you raised because it came from somewhere. Mama knows their child. Say it again, Trina, for the ones in the back. The hell on somewhere. Her mom was a side piece. That is how Arionne got here. Word, Carpenter. It makes perfectly good sense. That don't surprise me. Because it's a reason why somebody don't come hold her hand and say, come on, you looking crazy. I know it hurt. I know it sting. I know it burned. I know it's hurting. I know you can't understand it, but you are looking dumb as hell, and this nigga is making a fool out of you. You better not lay down with this nigga no more. You understand it? Because people like this, you shouldn't even let cross your path. The bottom of the scumbag. That explains why her mother didn't say, get your butt up, get your stuff, and let's start tomorrow over again. That explains it. I'll never forget Martell screaming, "You're still not being the person I want you to be at Mel." What the F? Why does he think he should be able to dictate behavior and feel as control freak? Say it again, Candy. Say it again. And this is basically, if you guys notice, my page is based off behaviors. I just put it in another way. I do, not that I have a profession in behaviors, but I'm so interested in understanding the mindset of a cheating, conniving, disturbed person that I have to connect it somewhere or other. That's how I heal from any type of trauma. I heal by knowing and understanding the patterning that sits behind anybody. Because if you pay attention to a person pattern, it will identify who the person is. So that's why I say, listen, those behaviors, him trying to control this and want her to stay into that group thing they had, it's escaping my name. If it's not working, why would you want your wife to stay into something that's going to gut her money out eventually? So she dismissed them because it wasn't working. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all in the power. If she gives him the control, I never forget, if y'all pay attention, that same season where, she said she didn't want to be a part of that group anymore, and the name is escaping me from that group. He wanted to be in control of the decision. No, you don't get to be in control, because when you're married, you come together for a conductive response. You may go against each other, but you walk in it together and you lead together. So she was willing to give him that type of authority in that moment so he could feel like he was special, but really he didn't deserve it because he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, nor what he was doing. He was so jealous of Mel, he couldn't see straight. Not at all. Let me tell you, it's something when you sleeping with the enemy, okay? She was sleeping with her enemy all of these years, and I know now she sees it. This man's been jealous at her for a long time. I know he wished that she could have stayed a school teacher. Nothing, no shade to school teachers because they make really good money. You know what I mean? Depending on what district you're in. But I'm saying, I know for a fact that he wished that he could have left her on this flat line and stay and not elevate herself and not grow and not take courses and not advance. You know what I mean? Like, I know he wish he could have, because then he figured he can keep her mouth closed and he could keep her as meek as possible and she could be the wife that she's supposed to be and submit to him as much as possible. That's what he was looking for. The problem came in when she started to saying, "No, baby, I don't want to do that anymore. No, baby, I see that God wants to take me here. He want to do this. He want to do that. I want to advance. I'm going to trust my mom's instance. I'm going to take my brother's advice." See, he has a problem with a nigga that put down advice and she follows theirs and not his. See, the only advice that she could follow is his. But see, ain't nobody going to keep following the idiot to a dry well. You understand that? Because you led me there too many times. So why should I trust you now with my future? I digress. No, I won't. Putting that up, statuses move as high as your highest self be. By she moves as high as his D out here giving advice. Who the hell want advice from her? I feel for her for real. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody listening to her. She should take the whole post down. Nobody's listening to you. I wouldn't even listen to you then. But the only how that somebody will listen to you, I told y'all I'm doing a transport, so y'all might hear a little bit yelling, but everybody okay. Y'all might hear a little bit, little moaning, groaning, but everybody's okay, okay? But listen, so with that being said, she's giving advice that she took from somebody, because I can't tell you that her brains are connected enough or her thoughts are connected enough to make a pure statement, to make an understandable statement. If she giving advice, she got that from somewhere. She heard that from some TV show, some radio station, some friend, something, because she's an airhead. She don't know nothing. 7 years she knew. Absolutely. Absolutely she knew. Absolutely, Carpenter. A whole fool with a cape on. Hey, when Martell told his mom he was getting divorced, his mom said, "You just like him," meaning his father. Okay? She knew what it was, and I blame that on her too, because you allow him to see that for too long. See, the problem come in when we as women turn around and say, "I just stayed for the kids." Do your kids a favor and get your stuff and walk away. Do your kids a favor and don't stay in no crap like that. Do your kids a favor and don't let them live in bondage, because kids feel your energy. Kids feel when you're hurting. Kids feel when you're going through. You understand that? So don't keep saying I did it for the kids. No, you did it for your own needs and your own desire. You did it because you wanted the nut as well. Stop blaming it on them kids, because you're doing more damage than good. So your mom stayed as long as she stayed because she wanted the nut. It did. Look at Martell. This nigga is out here running rapid, because he's never got no true deliverance. Nobody ever heard Martell cry and say, come here, son. Lay right here on my lap. Come here. I'll hold you as long as I need to. Even as grown men that's broken like that, Martell needs a hug. He needs somebody to hug him and hold him. How the hell he's going to be 110% great father to his kids and his trauma hasn't been eliminated? You failed as a husband and you're about to fail as a father because you letting your emotions get in the way, your little girl emotions get in the way, rather than properly healing to be an effective ex-husband and an effective father. So I digress. How you love your kids and F it up. That's what I said for this stuff. I'm sorry, but my love for my kids is too important to mess it up for it. Not for the cuckoo or the pee-pee, okay? Nope, they ain't loving your kids. That's not loving your kids. No, it's not. No, it's not. And a lot of times we keep saying, I did it for my kids. No, don't. You did. Be honest with yourself. I did it because I wasn't ready to let the penis go. I did it because the cuckoo was so good. Say what you want to say. Mean what you want to say. I don't care what you mean. But keep it 110% with yourself first so that you can be honest with your kids later. I stayed because I wasn't ready to let go. So I blamed it on y'all, knowing damn well it was me who wanted these things in my life. It was me who couldn't let go of the penis. It was me who couldn't let go of the coochie. Whatever it looks like for you, you need to own that thing. It was me that was hoping for different results when they gave me no hopeful actions. Get the hell out of here. Why is my biggest question? We don't know. We don't know. We can make all assumptions, but I don't know. Let me see. Why my comments skip like that, y'all? Here we go. AC doesn't have a mind of her own. As quiet as kept, Sheree gives me that very same energy of not having a mind of her own. Yeah, she's a do-ma'am. She's a do-daddy type of chick, right? She likes that control. She reminds me of Drew on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Drew feeds off of that. And let me tell you something. Men know when you need their approval to say yes or no, to do this, to do that. Get the hell out of here. I don't need your approval for nothing. God gave me a brain. I'm going to utilize that thing. What are you talking about? Okay? So Drew and Sheree is running the same thing. They don't have a brain of their own. It's clear that Ralph is treating her all types of ways, but she keeps thinking, oh, it's going to be different. Oh, no, it's not going to be different. This nigga is taking you on a merry-go-round. He has no desire to change. He's another narcissistic nigga. Nothing about him is going to change. All he's interested in looking like that's why he hasn't taken custody of her son yet, because he don't have no desire to. He knows if the time comes, he's going to get his skates and he's going to get the hell up out of there. Sheree is the same way. She's looking for somebody to say, baby, tie your shoe. Baby, can I nut now? Baby, do this. Baby, who the hell needs you to approve can I nut? Hell yeah, we all doing the same thing. We feeling the same tingle. I don't need your approval to nut. But that's the kind of do-girl Sheree is, down to that deep. Heard this on another blog. A stiff thing doesn't have, where'd it go? Oh, wait a minute. Is it science? Let me know if I said that right. And it don't. I guess conscious. It don't. A stiff thing doesn't have a conscience, not at all. And it don't. Oh, you know I'm going to come, Miss Carpenter. You know I'm going to come straight from the hip. I'm going to keep it 110%. Exactly. I keep wondering if Martell mother attempting to reason with him is she questioning his actions, or is he not being honest with his mother? I mean, even if he wasn't honest with his mother,
If he really wasn't honest with his mother, we know our children, right? And I think that when you see your child drowning, it takes a real woman and a real mother to say, I see you actively drowning and you need to get a hold of yourself. I think she pacifies a lot of his behavior and she allowed him to get away with it so that he don't snap out like the father that the like his father. I think that's where she come from. I believe she have a whole lot to say, but she's not going to do it because she's afraid of awakening who his father was, and that's just my opinion. In this day and time, I don't know how women fall for men that said, oh, my wife did this, my wife did that. Oh, that say my wife did this and my wife did that. We all know they use that line 20. Yeah, it's always my wife ain't give me this, my wife ain't give me that. And what didn't you do? What didn't you do? What didn't you do that your wife stopped doing? Because we all come in the game, willing to give, but eventually it get old when you see you ain't getting nothing in return, and you don't do so you could get. But dang, everything get draining. I'm not gonna keep pouring out to you, and then you keep draining me dry, and I ain't getting nothing in return. Hell out of here. You're not gonna drain me dry. Just don't work like that. Tired of shoe, baby. Can I tie my shoe now? Is that okay with you? I'm not asking you nothing. And that's the kind of girl Sheree and Drew is. If y'all saw that after show at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Drew was so like looking in the audience, so engaged. She's so in love with him, and he don't love her. Clearly, he don't love her. And I just wish she stopped being stupid. And her mom's a pastor. Like, tell your daughter to move the hell on. But her mom was stupid, so that's why she's stupid. I digress. She's staying out of it. Who's that? Best predictor of current behavior is past action. Yes, that's true. Best predictor of current behaviors is past action. Wake up. Pick me's. That is my favorite line. Pick me. They might as well get outside and pick that picket sign up and say, pick me. I'm waiting to be chosen. Because that's the tricks that they act like. That's what they are. Y'all can't tell me that they let me tell you, they wear a sign on their back. And that sign say they are a target. You understand me? All type of men like Martell, Todd, Drew husband, whatever his name is, Jeremy, no, Jamie, DJ Quicksilver, all those men target women like Sheree, target women like Drew, target women like Arionne, a bunch of airheads, because they could never come sit at the table with Shar because I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all because you have to be a man of your word and your actions have to line up with what you're talking about. A good game. Hell, did y'all see that season of Basketball Wives? I want to know why Jim was so gullible over him. Like, oh, tell these ladies what you thought. You know what the question was. Why are you so needy for that attention? Why couldn't you answer the question in the dang on hotel room? Why you had to go downstairs to your friend and get their approval? Get the hell out of here with that. Y'all too grown to be having all this attention seeking. Hell out of here. Sheree so desperate. What to wait till she get the hot flashes. Martell will not want to be down with that. Not at all. Not at all. 52, they on their way. Okay? Them hot flashes is on their way. They about to cash the check. Okay? They on their way. So funny, Martell complaining about not getting 100% when he was giving Melanie 5% or less. How about, honey, he was giving her 1%. She just made up to the 5%. You know what I mean? To make him look better than what he was. I'm about to say, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, he complaining because he don't think nothing's wrong with the amount that he is giving. He thinks what he's giving is enough. It's not. It never been. She just covered for you behind. And now that it's out in the open, it's obviously that you never brought your portion to the table at all. But I digress. It's so obvious that you never brought it. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. I'll be back tonight when I'm driving home from work. I'm going to finish this transport, and then I'm going to probably grab something to eat. But I just came on here to check a couple holes and also let know I'm about transparent as they're going to come. I'm going to keep it 110% with you. I ain't going to tell you all my business, but when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, I got you. I've been there and I've done that. I started this train a long time ago. I was young when I first started out. I got married when I was 18. You feel what I'm saying? So I know that I started a lot of things early. With that being said, I learned to lean on God completely, which made me unavailable and not vulnerable to stupidity. You can't tell me anything. You can't do what you want to do to me because I got 6 kids that stand behind me that's looking at me, that's saying, Mom, what the hell are you doing? What are you accepting? And because I ain't down for answer questions from kids, I'm not going to step into that territory of dumbness, of stupidity. Not at all. I'm not looking for your approval. I'm not sitting there with a pick-me sign. I'm not sitting there and say, Daddy, would you mind if I tie my shoe? No, thank you. I ain't asking you nothing. It's my check. I'm going to cash it when I choose to. But listen, on a real serious note, I love you all. Real seriously, when you know better, you do better. I know it's not something that you want to hear. I know it's not something that you want to accept. And I know it's something that you don't, and I know it's something, not something that you want to digest. However, in life, it's full of choices. Just make sure that choice you make is the final choice. And when you make that final choice, you don't have to answer to nobody. Your choice is the best for you. You don't have to prove your point. I chose me because it was convenient for me. I chose me because I deserved better. I chose me because in this season of my life, I will not settle. So that is how honest you have to be with yourself when you're looking to grow somewhere. And I'm done. That was just my peaceful live. I'm done. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on for tonight, ladies. Meet me in the comment section. You are already there. Bye.